Welcome to Now, I'm Turney.
I'm Jenkins.
Look out, everyone, paid mods are back.
Valve decided that going to hell and back the first time wasn't enough, so they're gearing up for another dance with the devil.
But before you get your pitchforks out, or your pitchforks, whatever you're gonna do.
Pitchforks. I like pitchforks.
Well,
that sounds delicious.
Why not pitchforks? This time, they're trying to contain the carnage to one of their own properties, although it's a very popular property, Dota 2.
Don't care, not Skyrim. Valve announced these paid mods on their blog yesterday with much greater care than they did the first time around. For starters, they're calling the program Custom Game Passes for Dota 2, and they framed the discussion around supporting custom game developers.
They also did a very lengthy interview with PC Gamer to coincide with the announcement, answering how this is different than the last foray into this dark venture. They're definitely treating the whole discussion with kid gloves this time around and trying to get ahead of gamer hysteria.
It won't work.
No.
The hysteria will catch you.
It will.
The Custom Game Pass will support high-end custom content on Dota 2 for the low price of just $1. That single unit of dinero will give you additional content on select custom game types for 30 days, and after that, it expires.
So everyone will still be able to play the same popular custom content on Dota 2 for free, like Pudge Wars, Rosh Pit Champions, or Dota IMBA, but the $1 price tag just gives you a limited time cosmetic bonus in those mods.
As an example, in Rosh Pit Champions, the pass will enable extra stash and character save slots in addition to some other perks.
Creators get the same revenue share that Valve distributes with other developers, 70%, with Valve keeping 30%. Now that's a whopping 70 cents for every purchase, but hey, that does add up.
Yeah, it's mass matters.
Yeah.
The Custom Game Pass will do its trial launch with Rosh Pit Champions, a mode that turns Dota 2 into a co-op dungeon crawler, in addition to pitting players against hordes of AI mobs. Rosh Pit also features skill trees, customizable weapons, hundreds of items, and even persistent saves. It's almost a full-fledged RPG mod for Dota 2, which is pretty impressive.
It looks like this time around, though, they're floating the concept with much smaller, non-critical systems than friggin' Skyrim, which is, a good idea, and we could be looking at the same destination, though.
Eventually, it's like that slippery slope kind of thing. Valve first launched those last spring, killed them within just a few days after the community Fusro'd the whole project. The move was widely panned, resulting in Skyrim being bombed with negative reviews.
It was so bad that Gabe Newell himself, Lord Gavin, said on Reddit that the price of pissing off the internet was over $1 million in terms of angry emails that company employees had to deal with. Valve took the program down with an apology, acknowledging that they were way in over their heads.
Really, $1 million worth of emails? That seems like a lot.
Hey, I do not doubt the internet can make $1 million worth of emails.
Okay, sure. Well, they're now trying to take the lessons from the Skyrim paid mods fiasco, and they want to bring them back, but new and improved for Dota 2. So let's break down some of the other differences, at least according to Valve.
The first and biggest concern was the idea that with paid mods, free mod content would disappear completely. However, we know that's not the case here, as only select custom games in Dota 2 will get the pass treatment, and you'll still definitely be able to play for free.
So this is just a bonus. The next cause of concern was quality control and curation. When paid mods launched for Skyrim, fans worried there would be nothing to stop modders from overcharging for what amounts to crappy content, which they totally did. This was especially problematic since there'd be no way to test the mods beforehand. You just had to plunk down the money and hope what you were getting was good and would work with all of your other stuff.
Yeah, Valve says it's addressed this issue for Dota 2 by only allowing custom game passes for mods that have proven themselves to fans. They're going to authorize passes on a case-by-case basis, selecting only the developers who have established a pattern of delivering value in their custom content.
This curated approach should also help to keep stolen content out of paid mods. It was another big concern last time. With the Skyrim paid mods, not much was stopping a modder from lifting assets from another mod, renaming them, and then just charging money for them, just like the App Store.
In fact, in the few days that paid mods were available, several cases erupted in which paid mods were caught using content that came from other sources.
Yep. Next to the issue of ongoing support, and this is where the $1 price point comes in. Since the pass only lasts 1 month and doesn't automatically renew, this will behoove developers to continue to support their custom content. It also gives players a low price of entry. If they don't like it, they're only at $1. If they do, they can decide whether they want to resubscribe the next month.
It's kind of an elegant solution to the problem a lot of people had with paid Skyrim mods. What if one paid mod breaks another paid mod? Who fixes the mod that I spent $10 on? What if some driver update throws it out of whack, but the mod's already got my money? And it's a lot of risk that isn't going to be at risk in this scenario.
That's good. And if the community continues to show concern about how a modder is supporting the game, Valve can easily pull the plug on the custom game passes, which again, would encourage the modder to fix that shit.
Yes, the custom passes are also refundable for up to 2 days after your initial purchase, so that should help as well. The continual stream of money, player feedback, and or instant refunds will ideally motivate modders to keep everything running very smoothly.
So that all sounds better than last time, but does it make Dota 2 pay to win in some ways?
Well, according to Valve, no. They're going to act quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is custom game types as well, so
and
it's not like it's in matchmaking.
Yeah, it seems soups cosmetic. According to Valve, again, they're going to make sure that that doesn't happen and act quickly if it does, saying, quote, "If necessary, we will remove the custom game's right to sell custom game passes. We believe it's unlikely that custom game creators who have successfully created and continuously maintained a high-quality custom game would knowingly destroy both their game and their community with a badly designed premium reward scheme."
And then as for vanilla Dota 2, custom games, they don't affect matchmaking, real game stats, or item drops, and anything like that. So even if you're getting boosted in custom games, it's not going to change anything for the players outside that environment, which is super contained, and it should keep the play-to-win component, well, not there.
Yeah, minimized.
Gone.
But that's not
Gonsky.
Gonsky?
Nope.
It's Russian. Gonsky. Okay, so that's not to say that they won't ever try this, of course, because who could resist that extra money?
Yeah, we'll probably see some shady things come up, get slapped down, you know, get bop on the nose, you learn not to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But people will try.
That's how it works. Overall, it does sound like Valve learned quite a few lessons from the whole Skyrim ordeal, and they're being a bit more careful about how they roll out this time. At the moment, comments in the community seem a bit split on the issue. After all, $1 a month really isn't a big ask if you want cosmetic changes, but people are a bit nervous that this may pave the way for more. Yeah.
And that's the bigger issue here
Yes.
for Valve and really PC gamers everywhere, and eventually console gamers, since console gamers are getting mods now. As much as Valve wants to say this is solely about enabling content creators, that's just not the case. I mean, it's another way for them to generate revenue from a game that's already printing money because they're really hard up.
Yeah, it's hard to beat them. We're not saying Valve doesn't also want to help creators, let's be clear. We would not shame Lord Gaben in that way, but if anyone's got a reputation for it, Valve definitely wants to help creators, but it's not their only motivation is what we're saying.
The greenbacks help.
Yes.
Last year's Super Data estimated that Valve makes $18 million a month just from Dota 2 transactions. So from Valve's point of view, if you can increase that amount by letting the community do the work for you, why not?
Yeah, on top of that, they make an estimated $400 million across Counter-Strike and Team Fortress 2 as well.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
These games make so much money that they're even side businesses of people who pull in $12,000 a day brokering deals on CSGO weapon skins, which is insanity. There's nope.
It sounds like a spam email you get, or like a spam comment. I make $12,000 a day working in CSGO.
Nigerian weapons runner in CSGO.
So figuring out a way to make more money from the community on content that Dota 2 is already got right there is just a next step. I mean, if it's successful here, it's only a matter of time before Valve moves on to another PC game that's full of modded content already. Because, I mean, come on, that's really their end goal here.
Yeah, they're just testing on a first-party product this time, that's all. They probably won't start with Bethesda. Any excitement, we'll probably have to wait for that one a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Do give it a few years, though, because they're definitely going to go for it. By the next Elder Scrolls game, we're going to have, you know, it's going to be here, whatever.
Ride that carousel right back around.
Yes.
So what do you guys think about this new way of handling paid content by the community? Let us know in the comments.
And I just want to say before we end this video, we called it, because in our other
We did. We absolutely
said this was
they
going
would
to come back around.
And that they would try it with one of their own games.
Yep. For more news about the future of PC gaming and Valve's Russian roulette with paid mods, like this video and subscribe to the know. The first and biggest concern was the idea that with paid mods, free mod content. The first and biggest concern was that who have established a pattern of delivering valuable. Fact, in a few days, paid mod. God damn, I can't talk today. In fact, a few days paid. It's too much tea. In fact, in the few days, paid mod.
This is gonna be the longest
so bad.
end
I
for a real
know.
long time.
I can't do it today.